Hello, everybody. Scott Golden here with the Golden Opportunities Coaching YouTube channel. Welcome to those of you who are new. Welcome back to those of you seasoned veterans of what we do around here. What we do around here is bring about conversations of a psychological, mental health, emotional health paradigm, and we continue to do that on a consistent basis. The more often we do that, the better off we're going to be. We get over 1,300 of these for your listening pleasure. If you're looking for life, business, relationship coaching, would love to be of assistance to you in that way. We can continue that conversation through you reaching out at PO Perception on Twitter and or in the About Me section of this YouTube page. Either one will get you in touch with me or a member of my team. We can make something happen from there and ultimately lead that forward in a good way there. Ultimately, it is super valuable to ultimately connect on a deeper level and make things happy, healthy, and good for you. So this is more about how to be more signs that you may be more attractive than you think to other people. So first thing there is you find favor with people, and so that level of favor could be they give you the extra compliments, they give you extra time with them, they give you promotion at work, they give you um, ultimately more support if you're going through a hard time. But finding extra favor or excessive favor with a person is a sign that you're more attractive than you think. A lot of time people are critical of themselves because they almost like, where do I fit in? What's the good of me? Those kinds of thoughts, feelings, and emotions. And a lot of times people don't have um, the proper view of themselves or a strong view of themselves, mainly because people are afraid in a lot of cases to deal with any of that. The next is they'll deal with insecurities on a consistent basis. They begin to understand their life through their insecurities and not necessarily through who they naturally are. And when a person who is considered more attractive or considered more favorable has a lot of insecurities, has a lot of challenges, that what begins to happen is ultimately they will look at the world and say, you know what, this is uncomfortable. This is not good. This is a bad struggle. And ultimately, how do we get to a place of getting there? Now, people often don't see their securities or insecurities correctly. This leads to people looking at them going, I figured you were fine with this. I figured you didn't, ultimately know your own value. And so the person who doesn't see the insecurities in you may be complimenting you and you're good, and they're surprised when you admit to being insecure, being uncomfortable with things. You may receive more people staring at you if you are more attractive than you realize. This is because physical attraction is one metric that people use to determine level of connection. Um, Obviously, many people are visual stimulation orientated, and so if you are physically attractive to them, or even if they have an emotional fondness for you that they haven't fully expressed or fully fleshed out, they're going to stare at you, they're going to look at you, they're going to basically treat you like you're the greatest thing since sliced bread. But ultimately, that becomes an interesting thing for a number of reasons in terms of making things come together. The next thing is you feel comfortable in showing your true self, but also the people around you are seeing your true self. They're not making criticisms, they're not making judgments, they're not asking you to change, be different, or in some way behave in a different manner. And so that ultimately leads to um, sometimes people becoming nervous, at least a little bit, around the idea of kind of moving forward and getting to a ultimate level of connectivity going forward as it relates to making a better decision in the long run. So hopefully this is helpful to you. Please feel free to keep your mind in the moment, your feet on the ground. Until next time, everybody.